Have you ever had the feeling that the world around us isn't random? That maybe behind the structure of nature, time, and thought, there's a hidden design? This story isn't just about science or invention. It's about a man who may have uncovered something so profound, so fundamental to human existence, that the truth had to be buried. His name was Nikola Tesla, and what I'm about to share with you may change the way you see reality itself. Tesla wasn't like other scientists. From the very beginning, he described things that seemed impossible. As a child, he experienced sudden flashes of vision, complete inventions that appeared in his mind, as if shown to him by something outside himself. He didn't think of these ideas as creations, but as observations. To him, knowledge existed somewhere beyond, and the mind was simply a receiver. He would picture an entire machine, every detail, every function, then build it exactly as he had seen it. These weren't fantasies. They worked. But Tesla didn't stop at electricity. He began to look deeper. He started to believe that everything, sound, light, vibration, followed patterns, and that these patterns pointed toward something more intelligent than nature alone. His work with frequencies led him to an astonishing conclusion, that all of reality could be described through energy, vibration, and resonance. And if that's true, then there must be something, or someone, behind the resonance itself. Something that created the structure we're all living in. In the late 1890s, Tesla built the Wardenclyffe Tower, officially designed for wireless power. But privately, he was working on something else. He believed it was possible to send and receive signals not just across the planet, but perhaps across dimensions. He spent long nights alone at the tower, listening to signals no one else could hear. And then one night he started picking up strange patterns. Repeating sequences. Not noise. Not random. Intentional. He told his assistants he had received a response, though from where, he never said. Some thought he was crazy. But he wasn't the only one hearing them. Other scientists began noticing unexplained signals, too. Tesla became obsessed with the patterns and numbers, especially 3, 6, and 9. He believed these numbers held a key to understanding the very fabric of the universe. He noticed that nature repeated itself in these numbers, in spirals, in fields, in energy systems. To him, they weren't just mathematical quirks. They were signatures. He began to suspect that what we called chaos was, in fact, a language, a code, a form of communication built into the structure of matter. If you're thinking this sounds like mysticism, it wasn't. Tesla was a man of science. But he started to realize that science and consciousness weren't separate. He studied the brain not just as an organ, but as a receiver. He believed that thought itself was not produced in the skull, but arrived from somewhere else. That the human mind could be tuned, like a radio, to different levels of awareness. And if that's true, then our consciousness might not be a side effect of biology, but the very reason we were built in the first place. Tesla started researching the connections between biology and frequency. He looked at the structure of the brain, the vibration of cells, the way the heart's rhythm interacted with electromagnetic fields. He noticed that DNA, long before others understood it fully, behaved like a code far too complex to be accidental. He came to believe that the body, the brain, and even thought itself were all part of a design system. That human beings were not simply evolved animals, but receivers, instruments built to access something greater. What's incredible is that many of these ideas, dismissed in Tesla's time, are being rediscovered today. Scientists now talk about the brain as a quantum receiver. They study how consciousness may not be confined to the body. They question whether the universe itself might be conscious. Simulation theory, intelligent design, morphic resonance, all concepts that echo what Tesla was hinting at more than a century ago. But as Tesla went further, something changed. He began to withdraw. He spoke less publicly. Some say he feared what would happen if his ideas were misused. Others believe he was warned. We know that when he died in 1943, the FBI immediately seized all his personal notes, diagrams, and blueprints. Much of it remains classified to this day. What did he discover that required that level of secrecy? Some say he had developed a theory of matter resonance that could manipulate objects with pure energy. Others claim he had evidence of contact, not with extraterrestrials, but with a form of intelligence embedded in the universe itself. Not a being, but a presence. A source. Something that had written the code. Something that may have created us. Tesla wasn't religious, but he did believe in a higher order. Not a god in the traditional sense, but an intelligence so vast, so deeply woven into the structure of everything, that it could only be glimpsed through silence, deep thought, and resonance. He believed the secrets of existence were all around us. We just weren't tuned to hear them. That's why he spoke so often about stillness, about quieting the noise. Because the truth isn't loud. It whispers. Through patterns. Through numbers. Through the silent rhythm of your own heartbeat. He believed that the human body could serve as a bridge, a link between physical matter and the intelligence behind it. That by tuning ourselves, we could remember what we were designed to do. Maybe even who designed us. Tesla's legacy isn't just in light bulbs or motors. It's in what he was trying to show us. That we are part of a system. That the universe is not random. That every vibration, every thought, every atom is part of a grand, intelligent design. And that within that design, we are not accidents. We are intentional. Think about that. If we were designed, then someone designed us. If consciousness is received, then something is broadcasting it. If DNA is a code, then someone wrote it. It means we are not alone. We are not meaningless. We are part of something beyond comprehension. This isn't about belief. It's about observation. Tesla observed what others ignored. He listened when others spoke. And in that listening, he may have found the oldest truth of all, that behind the machinery of the universe, behind the frequencies and waves and numbers, there is intelligence. Not above us. Not separate from us. But within us. Waiting to be remembered.